It's Nate and Steph from Adventure in a Backpack. We have a live video today, right now.
Yeah. First and foremost, let us know if there are any issues with the audio or the video quality or anything like that. So hopefully we can fix it. Okay, are we back?
Let's try this again. So let us know if you have any issues like us jumping around or you can't hear us or anything like that. If you're checking this out not live, we're going to try to do a live video, like honestly, probably we're going to try to every week. I put it in the title, weekly live chat, so maybe that'll be some accountability for us. We have a lot of stuff that like it just doesn't fit into our other videos, or it's not going to make a video that's going to be long enough to warrant like yeah, a full video that we'd like to talk about. And so this is honestly going to be Monday live chats are going to be they could have a topic, they might not have a topic. I might have nothing to talk about, but we'll just get on here and answer questions or anything like that. So that's pretty much how this is going to be.
Cool. I'm going to share this really quick, so
okay, so
hopefully we can get a few more people tuned in. We've already got several.
I'll kind of ramble for a little bit if you're
definitely
you're getting that shared around. So first order of business, let's talk about our upcoming trip to Nicaragua. I think we talked about it, maybe it was 2 weeks ago. So the Nicaragua trip that's coming up is going to be our trip that we are taking some of you guys on. Basically, we've got a set cap of 10 that we can take people on. And basically, it's going to be us guiding you in Nicaragua on a vacation on an adventure trip. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be flying into the airport down there. We'll meet you there, and basically, the long story short, we'll meet you at the airport, and then we're going to take you to this awesome, beautiful place that's in southern Nicaragua that we'll go down there and go surfing and fishing and all kinds of stuff like that, and it's going to be a blast. So if you are interested in doing that, go to stokeology.com, stokeology.com, and check that out and let us know if you would like to go.
Okay, let's see. Who do we have on? From Wisconsin, we've got Graham Hardy on, UK. Jaker MB? No, we're not from Utah. We are from Colorado.
Yes.
Ontario. Hey, we're actually in Alberta right now.
Yeah.
I know that's nowhere near Ontario, but it's the same country at least.
Maybe we're like run into each other. It's pretty close. It's all in Canada, right? I think that's how that works.
Yeah, that's how that works. You're from Ogden. Sweet. We were actually in Ogden, I don't know, in January? Something like that? I don't remember.
Yeah, something like that.
We spent a little time in Ogden. It's a pretty cool place.
So what else can we talk about today? Honestly, like today's not really going to have much of a theme. We may just open it up to some Q&As, most likely. I guess we could talk about...
We wanted to kind of recap on last week. So last week, the van broke down. And let's see, we have a video of that last week that we published, last week. So we actually broke down in a Home Depot parking lot, and our serpentine belt broke. And it was actually because we had just replaced the serpentine belt probably a few months ago. But which pulley was it? The tensioner pulley. Yep. The tensioner pulley decided to disintegrate itself. And then it ate the serpentine belt. So we were broken down. The worst part about that was actually that it happened over President's Day weekend. And so none of the auto parts stores around, we were in Bozeman, Montana. And none of the auto parts stores were able to get the part in for like 3 or 4 days. So that was kind of a bummer. We were just stuck there in a Home Depot parking lot for a while, but it actually wasn't bad. So we were able to get it fixed. It wasn't really that big of a deal. It was just waiting on the part.
Yeah, I just kind of set us behind schedule just a little bit. Never fun being stuck in a parking lot. But honestly, like I could think, like we just traveled from Victor, Idaho to to Bozeman, and if you've never driven that route, there's not much there. Like that's on the west side of um that's on the like the west side of like Yellowstone, and so there is not too much over there. And so we could have been stuck like hours from anywhere basically. So that was, yeah, fun.
Yeah.
Now, Home Depot is like, of all the places that you could break down in, like Home Depot is not one of the worst places to break down in because it's like, they've got tools there if you need them. Typically, if you're by a Home Depot, there's an AutoZone or a O'Reilly's or something nearby, and so that's always a positive thing. If you have to look for silver linings, that's one of the positive things. So yeah, that's what's going on there.
So, yeah, so if you guys have any questions, ask them in the comments and I'll try to keep up with them as we go. The first question was, how much does it cost to live in the van? So that's actually a really, really common question that we get. And it's kind of hard to answer that because what it costs us to live in a van is going to be different than what it costs other people to live in a van. Simply because of lifestyle differences. I mean, we work from the road, and so there are a lot of costs that honestly we probably could cut out if we didn't have the money to. But we have certain things that we want to do. We travel a lot. So, I mean, as you guys know, we drive around a lot. So our gas bill is ridiculous. We spend about $400 a month in fuel, $400 to $500 a month in fuel. That could easily be cut down if we were spending a week or 2 weeks or even a month in each place before driving around. We could cut that down so much, but we are constantly driving around. We were actually just talking about this yesterday, that we feel like we actually drive probably too much.
Too much.
And we need to cut down on it. But because of that, our fuel costs are super high. And yeah, I mean, so that really plays into the budget aspect.
But hang on just a second. As far as fuel goes, though, like, yeah, we do have to spend that much money on fuel, but like, I think that's one of the things that we like almost have to defend on a lot of like social places where they're like, oh yeah, well you've got this lifestyle, but your fuel costs must be astronomical. And honestly, we're not spending that much more in fuel now than we were when we were living in a normal house and we were both having to drive to work and that kind of stuff.
That's very true.
We're spending a little bit more now, but not much.
Literally about $100 a month more.
Mm-hmm.
Not that much more.
Yeah.
We were spending about $350 to $400 a month in fuel when we lived in a house, and we were also having to pay a mortgage, and we were having to pay for utilities in the house and stuff like that. So fuel is really our only kind of utility that we pay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What other costs are there? Again, like groceries and eating out and stuff like that. That's another thing that we probably could cut costs on. All in all, it's
Alcohol.
Yeah. I mean, we go to breweries a lot. Like we drink craft beer and
whiskey.
We drink whiskey.
Rum,
we drink wine. No, we're not alcoholics. But we sound like
yeah,
it.
I could stop anytime I wanted to.
Okay, I'm trying to keep up with these comments. Okay, but like long story short of that, like I think we spend about $2,000 to $2,500 a month in living costs in the van, which was pretty comparable to how we were living in our RV as well. We haven't really found too much fuel or too much cost savings from moving from the RV to the van, again, because of how much we drive around. That being said, that is way less than what we spent when we lived in a house. Mm-hmm. So there's that.
Yeah. And we got more than 2 weeks vacation a year.
That is very true. Okay. I've got to go back through these. I was trying to keep up with them.
Yeah, I have a hard time keeping up. I can't talk and read comments at the same time. I have this like mental glitch. which you guys know I have mental glitches.
Okay, how long have you guys been doing YouTube, and what challenges have you had to... Oh, where'd the comment go?
How long have you been doing YouTube? That's a fantastic question. Let's answer that question.
That is.
Okay. Can I talk about that one?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to finish reading these comments.
I was talking about it with somebody the other day on Facebook, and like, I think the biggest struggle with YouTube overall is how long it took for us to get any kind of traffic. Like, we had out about 100 videos before we had a video that went viral and it got to the first page of Reddit, and we grew exponentially. But up until that point, like, there for a while, like when we were in southern Utah 2 years ago, like when we first moved into the RV and we were driving through southern Utah, we were putting out these videos, and they were just really, like, I mean, they weren't as good like production value videos as we're doing now, just because we've learned a lot of stuff. But the scenery was gorgeous. It was pretty informative and all this kind of stuff. But like nobody was watching it. Like we'd spend like hours and hours like filming and editing and stuff like this, and then we'd get like 12 people watch it, and so we're like, well, this isn't worth it. Like, this is just like, I mean, and not even from like a monetization standpoint. It
was from an ego standpoint.
It was just like, yeah, it was an ego standpoint. It's like we weren't even like attempting to monetize anything back then, and like, you know, if only 12 people were watching it, it was super disheartening to like put forth all this time and effort and then nobody watch it. And I don't remember where I saw it, but it was just like, I think it was actually Gary Vaynerchuk was talking about, like, if you don't know who he is, he's like this self-help guru basically. But anyway, he's just talking about like
awesome businessman.
Yeah, he's awesome businessman, but like he's always trying to help other people out, like tell them like point blank what they're trying to do. And he was just like, make more content, like just create content, put it out. Don't worry about who likes it, follows, or subscribe or anything, but make content. And the more content you make, the more data you'll have that will show what people like.
And the more chances that somebody will see it, because something with that too that's really that was really tough to see back 2 years ago when we first got started, was that, you know, there weren't a whole lot of people that had the opportunity, that really knew that we were there, so had the opportunity to watch our videos, and so they weren't watching our videos because they didn't know we existed.
Right.
But now that people know that we exist, people are going back and watching older videos, and some of our older videos that we thought were crap because no one watched them when we first put it out are starting to get traffic like crazy right now. And like was it a blog post or a video? One of our more popular blog posts right now is a mountain biking in Moab that we did 2 years ago, that when we did it, no one watched it. But all of a sudden, it's getting a whole bunch of clicks on our website, and people are watching the video, and people are commenting on it and asking us questions about this. And so it's really motivating to like see that something that I did 2 years ago that I thought was really bad 2 years ago, now people are watching it going, no, this was actually really good. We just didn't know that you existed. So keep up doing all of that. Like, keep up producing content, creating content, and figuring out what people like, what people want to watch. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no like, if somebody tells you, oh, I can tell you exactly what people want to watch, they're full of it, because nobody knows what people want to watch. We don't know what people want to watch.
Right.
We ask you guys all the time what you want to watch.
Exactly. And I think the biggest struggle right now, like currently, as far as like YouTube goes, is honestly like how hard it is to share things around. So all the videos you like it is super appreciated if like it really resonates with you, if you should give it a share to Facebook or Twitter or whatever the thing is. Just giving thumbs up and likes is so good, because that really helps us out in getting our stuff out there. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, condensation issues with winter camping. Hold on, there was one more prior to that. Oh, no, I guess not.
Oh, hang on just a second. I wanted to talk about this. Who was that? Where did it go? Luke said that he was scared that his pulley would go out like ours did. It will. Like
it will, yeah.
That's a tensioner pulley is one of those things that goes out in every vehicle.
Yeah, and a serpentine belt too. I mean, you should have we should have had an extra belt with us.
Yes.
As part of our toolkit, and we didn't. That was our own bad. But yeah, definitely keep a serpentine belt, and especially on those on these Mercedes Sprinters, they are a weird size. The belts are, so not everyone will have them. We got lucky that Napa had one, and then we ordered a second one so that we now have a backup just in case.
Any plans to hit Southern Utah this year? Not plans just yet. But we...
That doesn't say Southern Utah. That says the same areas.
I think that was whenever we were talking about Southern Utah.
Okay.
We don't have plans to hit Southern Utah this year, but we love Southern Utah, and if we're within a few hours of Southern Utah and we have like 2 or 3 weeks where we don't have anything going on, we will probably end up going back through that. So, yeah.
Okay, so condensation issues, as well as, actually, I'm going to answer this one really quick because it's going to be a quick one. How much is fuel in the U.S.? So in the U.S., we're generally paying about $3 a gallon for diesel. I have no idea what that translates to in.
I know it's a lot less than the pound.
Yeah, yeah, we pay a lot less. Actually, we're in Canada right now, and we're paying a lot more here in Canada than we would if we were still in the States, even though the Canadian dollar is weaker than ours. So we're still not getting, like, we're still paying a lot more for gas here than we would be in the States. Condensation issues. So the main issue that we have had with condensation is on the windows in the mornings, and it just freezes on the inside. So we have these insulated curtains that are magnetic and just stick in the windows so that we don't lose heat that way. But that causes condensation buildup on the other side of it, on the inside of the window, and causes ice. We just started using, let's see. Actually, for the windows, we basically just keep rags up in the front, defrost, hit them with defrost as soon as we get rolling, and just wipe them down. I mean, that's the main thing.
So on the condensation issues, like, we don't have a problem with condensation. Like, we do have some condensation on the windows and stuff like that, but we don't have an issue, if that makes sense.
Yeah. We don't have condensation on the rest of the van.
Yeah, we don't have condensation coming from the roof or the ceiling or on the walls or anything like that. The heater, the eSpar D2 heater, is a dry heat. It actually lowers the humidity level inside the cabin, which, if you're watching this now and if you want me to do like a comparison on the different types of heaters and like why like the Mr. Buddy heater is like a wet heat, if you don't quite understand that and you need me to attempt to explain it the best I can, let me know, because I grasp that stuff pretty well. But I don't want to like make a video if nobody wants to watch that boring like technical stuff.
Video.
But anyway, we don't have any problems with condensation. We do have like damp rid. It's this little thing up here, but it hasn't. Oh, is it stuck? Okay.
Steph, is it true that you were?
Right. So
you were in a mental hospital? I've never been in a mental hospital. I don't know where you got that.
So this is like, it absorbs any kind of like moisture that's in the air, and then it like lets it funnel down into this. But this is totally dry. It's been up for about a week, so I guess we just don't have enough moisture in the air, or it hasn't been long enough. It hasn't been up long enough for it to matter, and this is giving me problems.
And now it's stuck. Okay.
What else we got? See. Okay, so yeah, no moisture problems.
Hold on. Any plans for spring and summer? Okay, so plans for spring and summer. The biggest plan for spring is going to be our Nicaragua trip. Spring/beginning of summer. We're leaving in May for that. And
if you want to go with us,
come with us.
We have spots available still. Be sure to check out stokeology.com/Nicaragua. Can I type that in there? I thought I could. Well,
I don't know.
I guess I can't. stokeology.com/Nicaragua. And you can find out all the information there. But we've talked about it quite a bit on here, so we're not going to spend any more time because I think everybody else has heard it a lot.
And then our summer plans, they're still in the works. We're not really sure, but we're going to be doing probably some more Western United States, probably a lot of Southern Utah, and we're going to be hopefully organizing some like public lands cleanups and stuff like that. So, conservation type thing, and really just trying to give back to public lands and things like that. So that's all still in the works though, so I'm not really sure we don't have it completely planned out. We're working on that within the next couple of weeks.
Logistics. Yay.
Yay. So much fun. Okay, what was the other question?
What were we talking about?
Spring and summer plans, and then there was one under that.
Nope, that was it. Oh, I know. We can talk about that one. Be sure to, this is turning into a question and answer session. So if you have random questions, just drop them in the comments below, and we'll answer them if we have an answer.
Yeah. Oh, the most challenging hurdle of living in the van.
Yeah, what's yours? I've got mine. Most challenging.
Most challenging.
All right, think of it, and we're going to say it on 3. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Moving too much.
Receiving packages.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a really good one.
What'd you say?
I said moving too much. I think that we actually travel too much.
We travel too fast.
We travel too. That's a better way to put it.
We're not in one area like long enough to really know what. We get mail, like we have a mail forwarding service, so all of our mail goes to one place and then they scan it in and we open up our email and can look at it. But packages, we can't.
Packages are a pain in the butt. If
like,
anybody has like some secret way of getting packages on the road that they have that they figured out, let us know, because wow, it is so difficult.
Yeah, it was one of those things like so receiving packages, like the ways we do receive packages is if we're staying at a friend's house and we know like in a week in advance we'll have it sent there. We will use a UPS hub. We try not to use UPS stores because the majority of UPS stores will charge like a $10 fee to receive the package and for us to go pick it up. So it's like you're paying double shipping plus it's really a excessive fee. It's really,
especially on
really
some
stupid
stuff that is not worth it.
Yeah,
not worth the $10 fee.
Right. If I was buying like a computer cord, it's like, they're gonna like something small, still gonna be a $10 fee and totally not worth it. We use general delivery at post offices, and that's starting to work a little bit better, but some postmasters are grouchy. And
that's a nice way of putting it.
And they don't like receiving packages for somebody who doesn't live there, basically.
They really don't like receiving packages that are not sent via the post office, and sometimes we don't have control over how our packages are sent.
Yeah.
So, some post offices are really great about that, about receiving packages, and it doesn't matter who they're shipped by. And we've actually been told that that's what the post office is for. The general delivery on the post office is for. But some postmasters are just not very nice about it. So It's tough. You can send to a post office, and then option 2 is forward to a different post office. Yeah.
Now, is that just if it's probably if it was sent to the initial post office via UPS, or I don't like because we've done a few where we've sent them via UPS.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's whenever they're like kind of grouchy about it. If you're sending something to USPS via UPS, but anyway.
Yeah. So that's one of the biggest struggles. Where's the best place to visit in America? That is such a tough question.
And we get that question all the time.
That is such a tough question because the United States is huge and full of so much cool stuff. And we haven't seen all of it, so again, kind of hard. But I would say there are 2 places that really stick out. Okay, maybe let's try that again.
Are we back? Okay, sorry.
The first place that I absolutely love and could go back to a million times is southern Utah. Kind of like the Escalante area, the like Moab and Bryce and Zion. Yeah, just that whole area.
Yeah, pretty much that whole spot. I think the other spot that we really fell in love with last year was like Glacier National Park area, the west side of basically West Glacier, like Kalispell and Columbia Falls. That area was so good. Like it was so pretty, and the weather was awesome. And you're right there by Glacier National Park, and the Flathead River is right there, and so there's lots of paddling opportunities. There's all kinds of hiking. This is just like, yeah, it's really good. West Glacier is really good.
Really good.
And we can't wait to go back whenever we have basically revisit it because like we
just can't. I don't know why you needed to put a caveat on that. We just can't wait to go back.
No, we can't wait to go back, but we like the last time we didn't document it like near as well as we can this time around, like as far as like with our blog and with video and all that kind of stuff. And so now it's just a bunch of like stories of us telling you like how good it was. Like we did some blog posts and stuff like that, but we could do it better and make it more inspirational. Yeah. So yeah, basically.
Okay. Arizona. Actually, we haven't spent very much time in Arizona. We went to
Sedona for a day.
Yeah, Sedona was really amazing. But that was before we had the heater installed, and it got really cold that night.
That froze.
Sorry guys.
Oh, I want to answer this one. Okay, Sprinter versus Transit versus ProMaster. Doesn't matter. Just pick one and get on your way with your adventure. Because if you stress out about all 3 of them, because we've only had a Sprinter, we haven't had all 3, so I'm not really at liberty to like make this like this comparison. But what I do say is if you overanalyze your different options, you're never going to get on the road, and you're just going to be wasting your time trying to, nitpick which one's better than this. It's like, well, this one's a little more reliable, but this one's a little less expensive, and this one, the repair costs are a little higher, and this one comes in Oxford white, and this one comes in non-Oxford white, or I don't know. It's just like, just pick one and roll with it. Like that is my big thing. I know if you've been watching us from the insulation video, like
the best insulation is insulation that's installed.
Yes, the best insulation is insulation that's installed. The best vehicle for traveling is the vehicle that you have, and you roll with it. So don't overanalyze things.
That's our spiel on that. Have we ever had to defend our van from being broken into? No, we haven't. We've never been into a situation like that, or even.
Oh well, Morgan's roadie bum rushed the bed that one time.
That's true. Our friend's dog kicked our Doberman out of the van.
That was the closest to a break-in we've had. Yeah.
No, but all jokes aside, we've never been in a situation like that, and we hope to avoid any situations like that. We generally stay out of big cities anyway, so it's kind of it's one of those things. Like I think that probably that probably helps cut down on that we stay away from people for the most part. But even when we are in a city, we've never actually had any problems.
Yeah. And we have a whole video on. I can't type anything right now. My phone's not letting me type or link to anything. But we have a video on van life safety where we pretty much talked about all of that and how we kind of stay out of trouble, precautions we take about van life safety and everything like that. So just hop over to our channel after this video is done and go look for that. So
yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Pretty much. So we're like 30 minutes. I think.
Yeah. Does anybody have any other last quick questions before we wrap it up? And if not, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up.
We're waiting like 15 more seconds after this video. If you haven't watched our video, the first episode of Winter Van Life. Winter Van Life is more than just skiing powder. It was out on Friday. How it turned, and it's a little style than what you probably used to. And so you should go check it out right after. Okay, last question. Let's see here. Has ground clearance ever been a problem or kept you out of an area? Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got to know that.
But ground clearance was an issue when we had a lifted 4x4 truck.
Yeah, I mean,
so.
the 4-wheel drive truck I had, I mean, there's always going to be spots you can't get into. Like, I mean, but if they don't, then you can walk. We have bikes. Like, I don't know. It's just like, that's kind of a non-issue for us. But we will actually be having a video, let's see, this week,
2 weeks.
next week after, maybe, in 2 or 3 weeks, that is going to talk about like 2-wheel drive versus 4-wheel drive and which is not better, but is 4-wheel drive worth it, basically. So there's a little teaser. Go watch the skiing video from Jackson Hole, and that's all, right?
That's all we got.
Okay, so until next time, we'll see you later.
Bye, guys.
Be sure to hit the like button as I try to turn this off. I'll be sure to subscribe, share. Okay, bye.